All right, guys. Again, Josh Young here. This is looking like mobilization number one. We use a barbell for this. A barbell is likely not something you're going to be able to have at a dodgeball game. You could bring in any sort of heavy metal pipe. That sounds kind of weird to bring to a dodgeball game, but there are some recovery tools online that you could luckily, or you should be able to find. They can get a little expensive. There's some options. So like we have an industrial company in town. They have some just big chunks of steel that they'll sell us for very cheap. That's another option. So it's kind of an odd product here, but the point here is to get good pressure into the musculature of the forearm. Again, we're thinking massage with this stuff. So as we throw, those muscles are getting tight, right? And they're pulling on those joints. That's why you get that elbow pain. Sometimes it can be wrist or thumb, finger soreness too. So the goal here is to break up that muscle tissue, get it back into a functional capacity. That's also not going to create higher chance of injury during a game. So this is something that you would do. You just played game number one. You have an hour break. You're getting some food in, and you're trying to massage your forearms. Generally, people are just a single arm thrower, but trying to get these things to function again. So, looks something like this. I'm going to get under this barbell, right, and I'm going to load up the collar right onto the arm. These bars weigh 20 kilos. We're putting some good weight in. I can also help press into this thing. What I'm trying to do is relax this arm. I don't want to tighten up my musculature. That's not going to help it relax and get massaged. So I want to put good pressure into this thing. And this is not going to be comfortable, right? Your arms are sore. They just did a ton of work. It's going to be gross. You can get the meat of the forearm pretty well here. You can get a twist here. Now, this is where you're going to find some really nasty stuff, especially up towards that elbow. And as we move through to that back side of that hand, but a lot of your damage is going to be right in here. You can get this entire forearm and all this musculature back here. Again, I think if I recall correctly, a lot of my pain was always in this kind of range here. Bicep radialis runs through there, which is a very big muscle in that closing off or closing of the elbow. So most people will throw at that bent elbow position. And again, all your musculature ties into the elbow, so it's going to pull on that joint. So that's mobilization number one, barbell, heavy bar, and you're just trying to massage that arm. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's a decent step for number one, and I'll be back with another one.